In the headlines, details are being released about an explosive substance found in an old first aid kit in a Rocky Mount neighborhood this week. The men accused of gunning down a Nash County deputy will have yet another day in court. Our state's Department of Transportation wants your suggestions for projects to come in the next 30 years, and a family devastated by cancer finds the strength to help someone else in their battle against the disease. These stories and more coming up on NewsBreak starting now.
From WHIG-TV, this is NewsBreak 31. Now, here's Marie Torres.
Hello and thanks for tuning in to WHIG-TV NewsBreak, your voice in the community. I'm Marie Torres. The men accused of gunning down a Nash County deputy will have another day in court next week. On Tuesday, one of the men, 26-year-old Moretto Bird, was scheduled to appear in court on a misdemeanor intoxicative and disruptive charge. He, his 18-year-old brother Lamont Bird, 16-year-old Keon Dale, and 17-year-old Divine Slade are charged in the death of 38-year-old Deputy Warren Sneak Lewis. In addition, an unnamed juvenile is also accused in the murder. Because of his age, there are no records available to the public about him. Dale, Lamont Bird, and the juvenile are also charged in the murder of Thomas Hinton in Kingston that occurred in early June. Deputy Lewis, who was sworn in as a U.S. Marshal for the specific task of a fugitive roundup operation, was attempting to serve the three a murder warrant when he was shot and killed June 9th. He was laid to rest last week and is survived by his two daughters and wife. Also in our crime report, Rocky Mount police bust an alleged drug dealer. Around 9 a.m. Tuesday morning, police pulled 47-year-old Alex Christopher Cobb on the 900 block of Stoke Street. Their officers say they found on Cobb's 53.2 grams of marijuana. He now faces charges of no operator's license, possession with the intent to sell and deliver marijuana, felony possession of marijuana, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Cobb received a $10,000 secured bond. Details are being released about an explosive substance found in an old first aid kit in a Rocky Mount neighborhood. According to the city of Rocky Mount, Sunday at a home on Parham Street, a collector of Girl Scout memorabilia had identified the substance, picric acid, in the kit that was produced in the late 1930s and early 1940s. When in a crystallized form, just as the one found in the home, picric acid is shock sensitive. Rocky Mount Fire and police responded to the home and evacuated neighbors. The SBI bomb squad was also called in and was able to detonate the material. Rocky Mount's Fire Chief Trey Mayo says picric acid can be found in World War II era first aid kits. If you have or obtain such a kit, or if you collect a variety of items that may include first aid supplies, look for gouge packets and carefully inspect for any reference to picric acid. If you encounter a substance that you suspect may be hazardous material, you should call 911. In other news, our state's Department of Transportation wants your suggestions for projects in the next 30 years. According to DOT spokeswoman Nicole Meister, the department wants as many people as possible to participate in a survey on the topic. Meister says it takes them 20 to 30 years to plan a transportation project, whether it's rail, highway, bike, and pedestrian facilities, and that the survey will help leaders decide if they need to invest more in public transportation or keep spending most funding on highways. Interestingly enough, one of the survey questions asks if the availability of gas is limited, what would likely be your primary use of transportation in the future. If you would like to participate in the survey or learn more about DOT's future plans, you can visit their website at www.ncdot.org and search 2040 plan. And summer fun isn't just for kids. Here's Martha Lee with Braswell Memorial Library to tell us about some great activities for adults already in progress.
Such a fantastic program is already begun, so please come and join us. We're doing our annual adult summer reading program, and I know that everybody is so familiar with the youth program that they have every summer for the reading program, and we've had an adult program for the last 7 or 8 years that is becoming more and more popular, and we love everybody to come and participate with the adults. We have fun too. Just because you're a grown-up doesn't mean it's time to stop having fun. What we're doing this year is very similar to what we did last year. Every time you can sign up to join the program, we'd be glad to have you. That's already started. Starting on June 20th, you get to read 5 books, any kind of book you want to read. Fiction, nonfiction, audiobooks, ebooks, whatever, as long as it's reading level appropriate for you. And every time you read 5, you turn in a sheet telling us you've read those books and just rating it. It was pretty good, it was pretty bad, whatever. Every time you turn one of those sheets in, you're eligible for a small prize. And each week, starting June 20th through July 23rd, we'll get, every time you turn in a sheet, we'll give you a prize. It's that easy. You don't have to turn one in every week, but if you do, you'll get 5 different prizes during the summer. Also, on the 25th of July, after all of the adult reading is over, we will use all of the adult sheets that have been turned in, the reading record sheets, and use that in a drawing for grand prizes. And our grand prizes this year are going to be $50 gift certificates, one to Sheets, who cannot use $50 worth of gas, one to Books A Million, so you can go get your own books, one to Walmart, and one to Target. All of which, if nothing else, go buy some groceries. So you can have $50 worth of fun at the end of the summer to do whatever you want to if you happen to be one of our grand prize winners. And again, all that means is you have to read a minimum of 5 books to be eligible for the grand prize. Everybody, I bet, is reading during the summer because that's what we do, isn't it? So come, get credit for it, have fun with it, get little bitty prizes all throughout the summer if you want to, be eligible for the grand prizes. We'd love to have you come sign up. You can do that on our website, www.brownsville-library.org. Call the library or come into the library, and we have sign-up forms at all of the desks throughout the library to make it easy for you to sign up. We will also be signing up during this kickoff on June 17th. You're welcome to come join us then. If you're going to be out here with your children or your grandchildren, why not stop by our booth and sign up for your own fun too. So anyhow, we'd love to see you. We can't wait to see you. Come join us. We'd love to have fun with you.
Make sure you check that out, adults. When we return on today's news break, you can take part of helping a local family battle cancer. And there's still more time for victims of April's deadly storms to apply for help. We'll be right back.
It's back for a limited time. Every new Buick and GMC at Davenport Auto Park is being offered at the GM employee price. Combined with factory incentives, now you can drive out for up to $5,000 below dealer invoice amount. And that's not all. With Davenport's dealership for life, you can even get a free lifetime warranty. Plus free oil changes, rotations, and more for no extra charge. Employee price, rebates up to $5,000, free lifetime warranty. See if anybody beats that deal. But hurry, this offer ends soon, only at Davenport Auto Park in Rocky Mount. Still your dealership for life.
When it's happening to you, you'll hear from us. WHIG TV NewsBreak is reporting on the news, issues, and stories that matter to you. Call us at 252-885-1814. Email us at marie.whigtv@gmail.com or check us streaming live at whigtv.com. We're your voice, ready to bring you the news. The
Country Inn & Suites is your home away from home with a staff that always treats you as family. If you or your church or company has visitors, give them a great Rocky Mount welcome with a special discount on their overnight or extended stay. Not only is the Country Inn & Suites a comfortable place, we'll spoil them with fresh cookies and complimentary breakfast. We are filled with luxuries like an indoor pool, fitness center, and a guest laundry. The business center includes a boardroom, connection to high-speed internet, and catering for meetings is always available. Call me, Donna Chavis, at 252-442-0500 for a tour and or to set up your corporate rate. You're always welcome as family in the Country Inn & Suites, Rocky Mount.
Welcome back to WHIG-TV Newsbreak. I'm Marie Torres. FEMA has extended its June deadline to allow for victims of April's deadly tornadoes to apply for help. Monday, June 20th was the original deadline. That is now Tuesday, July 5th. The Federal Emergency Management Agency is offering the assistance to people within North Carolina's hard-hit 19 counties. That includes Halifax and Wilson counties. The state's emergency management officials asked FEMA for an extension, contending that continued registrations showed some people were still assessing their damage and needed additional time to apply for aid. More than 4,900 Small Business Administration disaster loan applications have been sent to homeowners and renters, but only 16% have been returned. If you need assistance, you should call 1-800-621-FEMA. If you plan a trip to the zoo this summer, be prepared for higher prices. This week, the North Carolina Zoo announced its price of admission would increase by $2 beginning in July. July 1st also signals the start of the state's fiscal year. The zoo, a state agency, will raise the price to deal with the cuts in budget dictated by the General Assembly. According to Zoo Director Dr. David Jones, admission will go from $10 to $12 for adults, $6 to $8 for children ages 2 to 12, and $8 to $10 for senior citizens and college students. This is the first hike in the zoo's admission prices since 2001, but the zoo will continue to provide free admission for registered school groups and discounted admission for other groups of 15 or more. A family devastated by cancer finds strength not only to carry on, but to help someone else who is battling against the disease. Last July, after more than 30 years of marriage, Sheila Williams lost her husband, Robert, to cancer. The two were high school sweethearts, had built a family, and remained close to childhood friends who also remained close at Robert's side even until his death. In his honor, friends and family band together to hold a golf tournament to raise money to help the Williams family. This year, it's Sheila who is passing it on to someone else who's walked in her shoes.
Lost my husband to cancer last July, and as a result, our friends got together and did a memorial golf tournament to help the family and to be supportive, and it was fantastic. The support was overwhelming, and it was a real success. Unfortunately, Robert couldn't be with us, but we know he was there with us in spirit. So this year we want to continue the tradition, and as I like to say, we kind of want to pay it forward and try to give back to some of the other people that are struggling with cancer. You know, anybody who's lost a loved one to cancer, and there's a lot, you primarily just want them to be remembered. And that's what it's all about. It's about supporting other people, and once you go through the experience of cancer, you feel like you're in a family. And those of us that's been through it understand what it's like and what the roller coaster can be. But as my husband liked to say, it is what it is. But now we kind of change it and say it is what it is, but it is what you make it. And so we're trying to get some benefits you know, to help other people and pay it forward and support other people like we were supported last year. In addition to being the Robert Williams Memorial Golf Tournament, each year we're going to try to pick a family who's struggling with cancer. This year we've chosen the Creekmore family. as I'm sure a lot of people here at WHIG know, Shirley and Joe had a show, and they have a lot of support, a lot of friends, and this year they're going to be the recipients of whatever proceeds we can raise. Shirley's been battling cancer, and she's doing well. She's doing really good. We're praying for her. She's on the mend, and whatever support we can get, y'all come out and help us out and support Joe and Shirley Creekmore. It's going to be Saturday, the 25th, this Saturday, at Hillman Country Club in Tarboro. And the first tee-off is going to be 8:30. We have a second tee-off at 1:30. And we're taking teams as we speak. Whoever wants to call, they can come or they can just show up. You can call me at my home number, which is 252-985-3520. I have my website on my Facebook page or my email, SheilaCreekmoreWilliams@gmail.com. Give us a call or show up at Hillman Saturday morning. We're going to have barbecue chicken plates. We're going to have a 50-50 raffle, commemorative cups. Got a lot of good prizes to give away in the raffle. The pool will be open too. If the heat is really rough Saturday, then the kids can come and jump in the pool, and we're going to have a good time and remember Robert Williams, and also try to help out another family struggling with cancer.
This Saturday's tournament is located at 809 West Country Club Drive in Tarboro. There is a $50 entry fee per player and a $50 whole sponsorship. Donations of any size are also welcome. Checks may be made out to Hillman Country Club and Memo Robert Williams Memorial. After the break, it's sports and weather. Don't go anywhere.
It's back for a limited time. Every new Buick and GMC at Davenport Auto Park is being offered at the GM employee price. Combined with factory incentives, now you can drive out for up to $5,000 below dealer invoice amount. And that's not all. With Davenport's dealership for life, you can even get a free lifetime warranty. Plus free oil changes, rotations, and more for no extra charge. Employee price, rebates up to $5,000, free lifetime warranty. See if anybody beats that deal. But hurry, this offer ends soon, only at Davenport Auto Park in Rocky Mount. Still your dealership for life.
We're your news team bringing it home to you with meteorologist Fred Holtzworth, anchor Marie Torres, sports reporter Edward Green, and Matt Habit, our studio guy. WHIG TV Newsbreak, your voice in the community.
The Country Inn & Suites is your home away from home with a staff that always treats you as family. If you or your church or company has visitors, give them a great Rocky Mount welcome with a special discount on their overnight or extended stay. Not only is the Country Inn & Suites a comfortable place, we'll spoil them with fresh cookies and complimentary breakfast. We're filled with luxuries like an indoor pool, fitness center, and a guest laundry. The business center includes a boardroom, connection to high-speed internet, and catering for meetings is always available. Call me, Donna Chavis, at 252-442-0500 for a tour and or to set up your corporate rate. You're always welcome as family in the Country Inn & Suites, Rocky Mount.
Thanks for staying with us. We'd like to congratulate some very special business owners in the area. This week, the Rocky Mount Area Chamber of Commerce held their 2011 Small Business Awards Banquet, where businesses became winners. Some of those included Janet Watson of Coldwell Banker and Watson Properties as Minority Small Business Person of the Year, W. Brad Bobbitt and C. Ray Brin of Superflame Gas Company as Family Owned Business of the Year, and Jean Allman Kitchen of of Almonds Drugstore as Small Business Woman of the Year. This year, there was a tie for the winner of the Small Business of the Year award. Those recipients were Marvin Stone of Rocky Mount Electric Motor Sales and Service Incorporated and Robert Babington of Babington Technology LLC. We congratulate all winners this year. It's time to take a look at our forecast. Here's WHIG-TV meteorologist Fred Holdsworth to tell us what's in store for local weather. Fred?
Hello everyone. Well, we've had some hot days this past week. Didn't get quite as hot yesterday as we thought it would, as we only reached 93. Thought we were going to go up about 97. That trend is going to continue through this week into the weekend as we stay in the low 90s for highs. Let's take a look at our forecast map and we'll see what we're talking about here. First of all, a large area of severe possibility stretching from Kansas and Oklahoma all the way through northern Mississippi, Alabama, all of Tennessee, most of Virginia, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, and New York State. All this area possible for severe weather today. Strong thunderstorms, possibly a few tornadoes also. And this is in connection with this cold front that will be pushing to the east and setting off these storms as it moves into unstable air. Along the Gulf Coast, we'll see showers and thunderstorms developing, and in the peninsula of Florida, where they really need some rain. They've had some trouble with wildfires down there. In fact, a couple of forest rangers were killed in a wildfire down there a couple of days ago, in a wildfire just to the northeast of Tallahassee. Low pressure up over the northeast and a warm front. This will contribute to the unstable air all up through here, and that will bring in the possibility of showers and thunderstorms. Low pressure over Wisconsin will bring rain behind this front, and we'll see rain from northern Missouri all the way up through Minnesota into Ontario and eastward through Illinois into northwestern Ohio. As we go farther to the west, high pressure will give the Four Corners region a good day today weather-wise. And as you go a little bit to the north of that, though, we do see a chance of rain and thunderstorms in another area over Montana with a possibility of severe weather in this region right here. On to the west coast we go, and rain along the Oregon and Washington coast behind a cold front which is pushed into the mountain regions of Oregon and Washington. As we go farther south, ahead of the cold front, we'll have sunny skies over most of Southern California. Well, let's look at our forecast now and see what we can expect. Today, scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon with a high of 92, west wind 10 to 15. Tonight, scattered showers and thunderstorms with a low of 72, southwest wind at 8 miles per hour. Friday, chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly during the afternoon with a high of 91, southwest wind at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms with a low of 68. Winds will be west at 8 miles per hour. Saturday, slight chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms with a high of 91, west wind at 8 miles per hour. Saturday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms with a low of 65. We'll get a break on Sunday with a partly cloudy sky and a high of 91, no thunderstorms or showers forecast. Sunday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms with a low of 68, and back to a chance of showers and thunderstorms again on Monday with a high of 90 and a low of 70. 93 was our high yesterday, 73 our low this morning. The record high for this date, 100 degrees in 1956, and the record low was 50 back in 1992. And that's a look at your local weather. Now back to you.
Thank you, Fred. And with me now to talk sports is Edward Green. And I understand there is a very interesting story you've been working on about some local hoop superstars. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we got a cool little thing going on. We got a little off the beaten path. We've been doing a lot of baseball lately, but we got some cool basketball stuff. It's still playing this summer, and there's some cool kids doing some cool things.
All right.
Well, if you are thinking of something to keep your kids busy during the long summer days and don't mind the occasional basketball going off of your roof or off your walls, then maybe they can find some inspiration with a group I interviewed recently. They call themselves Dudes Can Play, and here is their story. All right, so we're out here with Dudes Can Play, and if you guys wouldn't mind just introducing yourselves to the guys out there.
All right, I'm Baylor.
I'm Rob.
I'm Christopher.
I'm Anthony.
And Baylor and Rob, you guys are kind of like the founding members of the group. What kind of brought you to do something like this?
Well, we were just kind of, just messing around at school, and we started making some, amazing shots. And next day, we just started bringing the camera and got some amazing shots, and that's how we started Dudes Can Play.
So were you guys like really into basketball before this, or was this just kind of like something you do on your free time?
No, we were really into basketball, but once we started making these shots, it just kind of caught on, and he brought his camera to school, and so that's how it started, really.
All right, so Chris, how did you kind of join up with them?
Well, I live right down the street, and I ride my bike to Baylor's house every day, and we're just playing. They asked me if I could do a couple shots or something, and I just kept on coming, and they wanted me to stay.
And Anthony, was yours kind of a similar story?
Yeah, but I don't live as close to Baylor's house as Christopher does. Baylor usually invites me, and we just make some awesome shots.
So how many videos have you guys made so far?
We have made 3, and we are in the making of number 4, which is probably going to be our best one so far.
Which was probably your guys' favorite video so far?
Episode 3.
Yeah.
Episode 3, definitely.
Yeah, and 3's probably the best.
Has to be the best.
What was like the best part about episode 3 for you guys then?
The baseball bat shot.
Yeah,
that was the second try.
So what was, in your guys' opinion, for each of you, what was kind of like one of your hardest shots? I'll start with you, Anthony.
The hardest shot is probably a punt from the end of the driveway.
Okay.
Mine was with the football from that part of this on the other side of the street. Made it.
So you threw the football?
Yeah, and then I got one with the tennis ball too yesterday.
Oh well, the hardest one for me was the football shot we did in the rain before before the middle school dance. We were out here and it was raining, and we hiked it, and I shot one from all the way back there, and it went in, and yeah, that was pretty much it.
The hardest one that I've ever done would either be the baseball bat shot in the second try or the over the house shot, which probably I think that's really good. Yeah, that was awesome. So.
All right, well, it sounds like you guys got some really great ideas and some really good stuff, and we're going to come back next week, and we're going to find out just what it takes to make one of these videos. So thank you guys so much. And again, you can check out Dudes Can Play at youtube.com/DKP basketball. Now, a quick update on the College World Series. On Tuesday, California came back after surrendering an early home run to Texas A&M to win 7-3 and keep their dream season alive. And South Carolina is one win away from returning to the championship series after defeating number 1 seed Virginia 7-1 in the night game. Wednesday night, Vanderbilt defeated North Carolina for the second time this World Series, this time by a score of 5-1. North Carolina is eliminated, and that leaves Virginia as the last ACC hope. The Cavaliers will have a rematch of an opening round game Thursday night at 7 from Omaha with California. And Friday, Vanderbilt looks to get revenge on Florida after the Gators knocked them into the loser's bracket on Monday. A win for Vanderbilt forces an elimination game Saturday, but if Florida wins, the Gators advance to the championship. In American Legion news, big win for Post 58 last night at home against Wilson, on the field and in the standings. Rocky Mount won 17-4, improving to 13-4 overall, and an impressive 7-0 in conference play. The win also clinches the Area 1 division title for Post 58. And 3 games remain over the next 4 days. Thursday night, the team hosts Wayne County. Friday, they travel to Edenton. And Sunday, a slight correction from our last schedule. That game is now in Wilson at Fleming Stadium at 7 o'clock. So a lot of good basketball, but also a lot of good baseball, but also some prime basketball going on in our area. Marie.
All right. Well, great. Thank you so much, Edward.
No problem.
That's going to do it for us here today on NewsBreak. Join us next week for more news that's impacting our community. For WHIG TV, I'm Marie Torres. We'll see you next time.